Welcome to the weekend, special weekend, 4th of July, celebrating 250 years of our nation. Tonight it's Logan Webb and Ryan Feltner. Robbie Ray's throwing the ball really well. The Rockies will see him tomorrow night. Tomo Sugano with a couple extra days of rest will have it for Colorado. And it is Tyler Mahle and Tanner Gordon Sunday afternoon. Note it's a 2 p.m. start time on Peacock. Well, Ryan Feltner tonight will make his 7th start since returning from the injured list. And of his 7 starts, 5 out of the 6 have been terrific. And you see the last 3, he's getting a ton of ground balls, almost 17 innings of work and a sub-3 ERA. So he's in a really good place. His breaking stuff in particular has confounded hitters. So you're going to see Ryan Feltner on the mound against Logan Webb, who's coming off, and he's had a heck of a career. Logan Webb may be coming off the best month of his very fine career. We are set for baseball. It's the Rockies, it's the Giants. Come on back to 20th and Blake with us. First to 3, the Rockies and Giants. The Rockies earlier this year took 2 of 3 from San Francisco here at Coors Field. Let's get it field level. Check in with our Kelsey Winger. Kelsey.
Hey guys, thank you. Yes, down here with Cole Carey getting ready to take the field for game 1 versus the Giants. This will be your 13th game played here at Coors Field. We know it's a difficult outfield. What have you learned in these games so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot. Outfield's big. You got to have good jumps and good reads, and yeah, just trying to help my pitchers out the best I can.
The offense from yesterday's game, we're going to hope that we can see that again today. You guys did such a great job offensively. What needs to happen today for you guys to take this first game of the series? Yeah,
I mean, I think we need to attack today how we attacked the last 2 games. We faced 2 pretty good arms with the Marlins, and we did a good job. Scored a lot of runs, and we just need to start early and get it going often and early.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Thank you so much for your time. Cole Carey taking the field. First pitch is coming up, guys.
Yeah, calm, cool, and collected. You would know he's a rookie. And he has reached 15 consecutive games on the offensive side. So Cole is out in center field helping out Ryan Feltner. The Rockies with their beautiful City Connect uniforms on this home Friday. Always look forward to this weekend. Great fireworks shows afterward. Let's take a look at the Giants lineup that Ryan Feltner will be trying to put to bed tonight. The Giants were off yesterday. They lost 2 of 3 down in Arizona Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Luis Arraez will lead it off, one of the best hitters in the sport. Casey Schmidt will follow. He leads in home runs for the Gigantes this year. Then it's Elliot Ramos, just off the injured list several days ago. Rafael Devers. Jung-Hoo Lee will bat 5th. Willie Adames will follow. Young Bryce Eldridge, who has a ton of talent, one of the largest players in baseball as well. Victor Barracuda and Drew Cavanaugh has given them a lift behind the plate since being called up from Sacramento. Ryan Feltner has the baseball tonight. He's 2-2 of the 442. Overall, it's his 12th start. But as I said earlier, his 7th since coming off the injured list.
He's been great. 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 out of his 11 starts this season. And I just go back to the last couple starts that he's had against Minnesota and Boston, because they have been outstanding. It's our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Talking about ground ball outs, and it varies too. Sometimes you'll say, okay, this guy gets a lot of ground balls with maybe his four-seamer or his sinker or his changeup. For Ryan, it's a variety of pitches, and that's a big number, 18 ground ball outs, because on the season, his ground ball percentage is still pretty good at 44.5%, which is 61st in the 61st percentile in the big leagues.
Yeah, one of the things I love about Feltner's stat line this year, in 53 innings, he's allowed 46 hits.
Yes.
For a pitcher that pitches at Coors Field, have fewer hits than innings pitched is really special. So here comes Luis Arraez to the plate. He taps home plate umpire Ron Copa on the chest, salutes the Rockies dugout. He honestly is one of the absolute nicest people in baseball.
Yeah. He's like the mayor.
He is like the mayor. He's extremely affable, and there may not be a better guy bat to ball in
this,
baseball than Luis Ariz.
In this era, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, when you think about what he's able to accomplish, how he doesn't strike out, anything like that. His last strikeout was back on June 8th. 76.
What year?
20-07. Yeah. No, 76 plate appearances ago.
And it's not even the longest stretch of his career
he had
without punching out.
Yeah, he had 141 plate appearances back in 2024 without a strikeout.
He's basically nearly halfway there.
Especially in today's game.
With the high-end velocity, high-end movement, all the different shapes of breaking pitches. Feltner's ahead 0-2. And Ryan goes with the fastball up in the zone, foul back. That came across at 96.
Well, and that's the thing with Felt's fastball this year. Last year, the velocity was 93.6. Now, he was dealing with some health issues last year. This year, it's up over a mile per hour at 94.8.
Low target from Hunter, and
hey,
that's a strikeout. How about that?
I get some credit for that, right?
You do.
Because I was talking about it.
The announcer jinx.
Luis
Ariz, first punch out since June 7th. That's a good start.
Well
for
done.
Feltner, is you see the changeup.
Changeup.
You know what's wild about this? In his last outing, which was a good one against Minnesota, 6 innings, just 1 earned run, he didn't strike anybody out.
No, I know. That's crazy, right? And then to strike out Luis Ariz, the first batter of the game.
Hopefully a harbinger of more great things to come tonight for Ryan Feltner. Born in Florida, grew up in the Cleveland area. That looked like a swing, and the home plate umpire points at you, and it's generally followed by yes, you did. At every level, right? So 1-1 on Schmidt. I like Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt is a good player. He's versatile. He's already defended 6 different positions for the Giants.
Well, he's going to be back at his natural position at third for the time being.
Yeah, Matt Chapman's on the injured list. No swing, 2-2. Chapman has an abdominal strain and was just placed on the injured list. So Schmidt, to Huey's point, will be the everyday third baseman for Tony Vitello. Here's the 2-2. There's Tony. Yep. I think most people know his story. First manager to have never played or coached in professional baseball. Had a great run as the volunteer head coach. This is through the left side, a base hit for Schmidt. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Rockies, presented by York Space Systems. You saw Cole Carrick after his interview with Kelsey. He went to center field. Jake McCarthy's in left tonight. Tyler Freeman in right. Karros, Tovar, Eddie Julien, and TJ Rumfield in the infield. Hunter Goodman had the day off yesterday. His bat was not needed as the Rockies scored 14 runs on 14 hits even without him. So he's fresh as a daisy, as they say.
But that's pretty nice, though, because how many times do you say, okay, Hunter is not starting, but then you still need his bat to pinch hit later in the game? Last night, or excuse me, yesterday, it was really nice to not have to worry about that if you're Hunter or Shave.
Yeah, you get a full day off your feet.
Yeah.
Quickly 2 strikes on Ramos. Here's Schaaf. He is absolutely adored by his players. This ball to center field. Carrick makes the catch, 2 outs. And that'll bring up a guy that has probably been in the news a little bit more than he'd like over the last week to 10 days. Rafael Devers.
Maybe even after the last couple years, you know, various times about, well, I'm not sure I want to play first base.
There was that in Boston.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then also here in San Francisco, kind of missed an early workout session.
He had the controversy where he was trying to relay that his hamstring, which had been bothering him, was okay to Tony Vitello. But Tony Vitello was, it was a one-run game. He was trying to put Christian Koss in the game, who can absolutely fly.
Right.
And I think you all saw the video.
It's kind of a bad look.
It was a bad look, and he was in defensive Devers, or to his credit afterward.
Yeah.
He was embarrassed by what took place. He went to his manager's office and apologized.
You know what? Sometimes we all make mistakes.
Yep.
You know?
Here's the 0-2, and that ball's lined right at Freeman, and Tyler will reach up with a mini jump and make the catch. A strikeout of Arise. There was a base hit. Solid first inning for Ryan Feltner. Rockies ready to go offensively, and against the right-hander, that means Jake McCarthy atop the lineup, and that means big production typically. Jake coming in just south of 300 by 2 points. He'll be followed by Mickey Moniak, Mr. First Inning Home Run. Hunter Goodman second in baseball to Kyle Schwarber in homers. TJ Rumfield back-to-back National League Rookie of the Month awards. That had never happened to a Rocky before. Carrick, Freeman, Julian. Karros is red hot as well, and Ezekiel Tovar to face the very gifted 29-year-old Logan Webb. Changeup, sinker, he's tough. And this ball is smoked to deep right center. Take a good look, you won't see it for long. Logan, welcome to the month of July. Welcome to Coors Field.
That is only the 6th home run he's given up this year.
I got news for you. That's only the 6th home run Jeff Houston a Rocky has ever hit against Logan Webb.
That's how good Logan Webb has been. A half a home run per 9 innings pitched, which is best in the major leagues. And Jake says, let me wear that jacket for just a little bit longer. Yesterday was fun. I want to put it on again.
And that was a blast. 440 feet. Mickey lines it up the middle. Logan Webb in his last outing, folks, gave up 1 hit in 7 innings against one of the top offenses in baseball in Atlanta. He's already given up 2 in a run.
Yeah, that ball came in at 92 miles an hour, left the bat at 105, and as you mentioned, Drew, went 440 feet, and there's nothing like carrying some momentum over from the day before. I thought yesterday for Jake McCarthy, he had the biggest hit in the game where he took left on left and he took it out and gave the Rockies the lead.
Yeah, I think when people see the final score, Huey, they think, oh, it was a blowout from Jump Street for the Rockies as that pitch is outside to Hunter, ball 1. The Rockies were down, and then that left-on-left home run that you reference got the Rockies going, and it was Jake McCarthy. And this will drop into right center field for a base hit. Moniak stops at second. How good is this start? 3 for 3 against Logan Webb.
Well, in his 5 starts in June, when he won for the first time in his career the National League Pitcher of the Month, he only gave up 19 hits in 38 innings. And now the first 3 batters have produced hits.
Logan Webb saying, what on earth is going on?
Well, this is his 12th game pitching here at Coors Field, so he's very familiar with this place.
There's a strike on TJ. In his career, he's 11-3 with a 294 earned run average in 20 career starts against the Rockies. He has been one of the most effective starting pitchers against Colorado in the Rockies' history. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's over 116 innings during that time. Batting average is just 247 against, OPS 616.
Against the Rockies, only Tom Glavine with a lower home run percentage. That's why it was amazing what we just saw from McCarthy. Here's something else on Logan Webb. He's been 2nd in a Cy Young voting. He's been 4th in a Cy Young voting. He's gotten Cy Young votes 4 different times. I'd take that thing off personally. Or maybe I wouldn't. If I hit a big league home run, I'd never take it off, but it is a little bit warm.
Time and jacket definitely goes to Jake.
He's a crack up. I was kidding him this afternoon. I said, how about getting a knock tonight? He goes, all right.
Okay. See, so I talked about Arise not striking out. He strikes out. You're talking about, hey, maybe trying to get a hit. There you go.
Everybody blames us when things don't go
I know,
well.
right? So we got to take a little credit.
But anyhow, Logan Webb has had such a storied career, and the Giants. This ball's going to drop. That's a base hit. Moniak looked over his shoulder. He'll get a stop sign. So the bases are loaded. The Rockies are 4 for 4 against Webb. And I want to finish the statement I was going to make. I was talking to some people with the Giants. They said, we've never seen Webb better in his career than last month.
Yeah, and remember, there was a stretch where he went 22 starts without a loss. And they're saying this is better than that?
Right. And tonight, 4 for 4.
That's right. That's just TJ doing TJ things, though, because that pitch was down. He didn't try to overswing, didn't try to do any of that. That gives him 90 hits on the season now.
Here's Carrick.
This is where, as a young player right now, you got to make sure you zone him up, meaning get that ball something that you could drive. Because what Webb's trying to do, he's trying to throw you a changeup or a sinker to get you to ground that ball right at somebody in hopes of a double play.
Now a 2-0 count. Webb started here in May when the Rockies took 2 out of 3. He went just 4 1/3. He only gave up a run, but he threw 86 pitches. 2-0. 3-0. So a very mature at bat being conducted by Cole Carrick. Everything going wrong. The pitch count's not staying in the hat.
No.
Love it.
Okay, yeah.
3-0. Got a
But
pitch up.
it was up, though.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was a pitch that you could potentially drive.
It was a flat sinker.
Yeah, at 91. Now, Webb just picked up the pitch count and threw it in his back pocket. Said, okay.
He had been calling his own game the last month since Patrick Bailey left. That's ball 4. That's going to force in a run. It's 2-0.
And now that's 16 straight games that Cole Carrick has reached base.
What a poised at bat.
Yes. Very, very poised.
You never thought you'd see this in the top of the first inning. Justin Message coming out to visit.
Well, just tell you how rare this is. During that stretch in June where for Webb, 5 starts, he only allowed 3 earned runs total in those 5 starts. And already here, there's 2 earned runs on the board and hopefully a lot more. There it is.
Jorge Soler leading Major League Baseball's reaching 19 straight. Tyler Freeman, who historically has worn out the Giants. There's a strike. He has a career average of .436 against San Francisco. Goodman at third, Rumfield at second, Carrick at first. Bouncing ball. And did he step on the bat?
Yes, he did.
That's a double play. That's one of the greatest double plays I think I've seen of that kind. You know, 5-3. Somehow Schmidt.
Right here, he gets it, steps on the back. Drew, he was 10, 12 feet outside of the line when he gets ready to throw that. Look at that arm action all the way across. I know you had to have a little bit of help from Bryce Eldridge over there with the long stretch, but that was remarkable.
Here's Julian. And suddenly there's 2 outs. And the Rockies did get a run there, so it's 3-0. That very easily could have gone past him down the third base line. 2-0 on Julian.
Well, they missed a gold glover and a platinum glove guy in Matt Chapman, but that was every good as Matt could make. That was a heck of a play by Casey. Wow.
2-1. Pitch number 21, 3 runs in. Here's the 3-1. And Julian hits it on the ground to Eldridge. That'll end the inning. Logan Webb, for the first time in his career, allowed the first 5 hitters to reach against him. That one went 440 feet off the bat of Jake McCarthy. 3-0 Colorado. Wonderful start.
Some fans, here's today's 4 keys to the game. Pre-fireworks, firework. Well, we've already had that. 3 runs in the first inning, but let's keep it going and then change it up. Talking about Logan Webb's changeup. Make sure you get it up, and then 4 times for Mickey. I want a home run in 4 straight games for Mickey.
Well, he blew it. He didn't hit a home run. He just hit a single in the first.
Lousy single.
He has the Rockies record for hitting a home run in the first inning of 3 straight games. 0-1 on Jung-Hoo Lee. Last time we saw Lee, the Rockies couldn't get him out, almost literally. He went 11 for 15 in that 3-game series.
It was just like Javier Sanoa who just left.
Pretty close, right? Feltner set. Here's the 0-2. His changeup. That's a pitch he struck out Luis Ariz with. And he strikes out Lee. Chase fastball.
They wanted the pitch elevated on our AutoNation Subaru pitchcast, and that's exactly what they got. And Lee was thinking he could catch up and maybe just foul it off, and Brian says, nope, I'm gonna have my 2nd strikeout of the night.
Here's Willie Adames. This is the first action for Willie this week. Had a little bit of a back issue on Sunday. Had an MRI to see if there was any structural damage. There was not. But they held him out of that series down in Arizona.
Yeah, and even coming out today and some of the early work that he had, he was still wearing one of those hot packs on his back just to make sure that it stayed loose.
Here's the 1-1. That's in there. He's just 1 for 14 lifetime against Feltner, and they don't, and I mean this in the best way, folks, they don't trust him because Willie's one of those guys that never wants to come out.
Right. And
so he's going to tell him he's fine, and he is a tough guy.
Right.
And he goes down here. That didn't look like a comfortable swing. 2 quick punch outs, 3 overall for Feltner.
92 mile an hour, little cutter. Willie was just tardy on this.
He'll bring up a big man in Bryce Eldridge. There are a few guys in the sport that can look Aaron Judge eye to eye. He's one of them.
I was down in the dugout today, and he walked by me, and I was like, that's a large man.
He is. I mean, he is all of 6'7" and a half.
Yes.
And that That was called a strike. We're going to get our first ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch was called a strike. Hitter's challenge.
Price is saying this, I'm almost 6'8".
Thinking it was low.
And it was.
Yeah. Pitches the ball. San Francisco's got 2 challenges left.
That's a good, what, 2-3 inches? Get a cleaner look on our AutoNation Subaru pitchcast.
I do think that's difficult. Like Ron Copeland behind the plate tonight.
Yeah.
Ron is a good umpire, obviously. Where, you know, Willie Adames was just at the plate, and Willie's, you know, 6'1", right? And then you got a guy who's 6-7 inches taller. He's fouled off out of play.
And just a reminder, folks, too, you know, with that ABS, it's adjusted for each batter, too. I mean, this is something, every batter is something that was measured in spring training.
Yep. A lot of guys' height changed.
Yes.
Swung on a miss. What an inning for Feltner. He strikes out Lee, Adames, and Eldridge. 3-0 Colorado, middle of 2 at Coors Field.
Time now for the Home Depot working on a win. The Rockies plated 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning, an encore performance of what we saw from them yesterday. You guys, 14 runs on 14 hits. They had a 7th run, 6th inning, only the 3rd time we've seen them do that this season. The 14th time this year scoring at least 5 or more runs in an inning. By the way, that is the most in all of Major League Baseball. 3rd game scoring 14 or more, first at Coors, and 5 guys with multi-hit games. You love to see them pick it right back up in the first, though.
How about this? 2nd inning starts. Kels with a line single to center for Kyle Karros, who, interestingly, as hot as he's been, was a guy who didn't have a hit yesterday.
No, but he's just been in such a good spot as his sinker is left up. He takes it right back up the middle. That one 104 miles an hour. I mean, the guys aren't missing Logan Webb right now. If he makes a mistake, they're making him pay.
Tovar fouls that pitch straight back.
And the way the defense is, especially in the infield, if Toby could just somehow block a ball to right field, I mean, there's a ton of acreage between the first baseman and the second baseman.
You know, I was looking at that, and I was thinking, man, push bunt.
I mean, you could do so many things with that. I would say maybe just slightly move up on the plate and just, as I mentioned, block it off. What that means is you're just really thinking about leading with the hands and having the barrel kind of stay behind you so you can just push it that way. It's a great look. Just almost like that. You can tell the intent, that hole at bat right there was just, man, I'm going the other way with this. And even with the fastball, if they throw a sinker in, as long as it's up a little bit, you could fight it off.
Seeing that graphic, good numbers for Tovar against Logan Webb. I have so much admiration, I know you do as well, Huey, for Ezequiel Tovar.
Oh, I love the dude.
He's the best, and he's grinding. I mean, he is really grinding offensively. With the same attitude, the same smile every day, the same focus.
He reminds me a lot of Cargo in that sense. Even if Cargo wasn't going well, he would still smile. He's still upbeat. He's still talking to everybody. He didn't go into a shell.
Not at all. Good swing.
And that's Ezequiel.
I mean, he's not quite as outgoing as Cargo.
But the point is they don't shut themselves off from everybody else.
No, they're pros.
Yeah.
And extremely well liked.
And because I've been around guys that are, you know, not having a good year, not in a tough stretch, and man, they're hard to talk to.
Don't want to be around them.
No.
Yep. Karros takes off, and the throw, not going to get him. So Kyle Karros with his 3rd bag of the year.
And he was jumping out there even before the pitch was delivered home. That'll be the 63rd stolen base of the year for the Rockies. Kyle gets that left hand in there, doesn't disengage from the base.
Got a pretty good pitch to throw on,
yeah,
too.
It was up.
Did Kavanaugh. 63 stolen bases, 13th in baseball. Tovar throws this one into the crowd down the first base line.
Good catch.
Good catch, good battle going on, because Tovar was immediately behind 0-2, and now he has seen 8 pitches.
We'll win it right here then. Good eye.
This is one of the better, obviously we don't know what's going to happen. You can look at the crystal ball, but it's one of the better ABs that Toby's put together lately.
Right, because you can see what they're trying to do, trying to get him to fish for something outside the strike zone in the other batter's box. Keep going.
Double figures now in this encounter. And this is a little bit reminiscent when Webb threw against the Rockies in May. So many pitches early in the game. The difference is the Rockies only got 1 run that day when he only got 13 outs. They already have 3 on the board, and there's no one out and a runner on second, and he's up to 33 pitches.
Yeah, he threw 86 that day.
This ball to deep right center field. This is well struck, and this is gone. What an at bat for Ezequiel Tovar. Doesn't get any better than that. Make it 5-0 Rock Show.
Kind of run out of adjectives right there, because that was a heck of an at bat. The 11th pitch of that at bat, he wins it, and not wins it just with the single or a double. He wins it with a big fly, 392 feet. Yeah,
that was one of the best at bats of his career.
Yes.
And I don't think I'm going out on a limb there.
No, and I like this. It was a sinker. Oh, it started to drift back towards the middle. And you could see Ezekiel's intent the whole time was not pull off. Keep that left shoulder in. And it just shows you the strength he has.
Jake's 2 for 2. Logan Webb right now wants to get on the bus and head out of town.
I think he probably wants to turn the clock back to June. Because July start hasn't been good for him.
The Rockies have 7 hits, and there's no one out in the 2nd inning. Tony Vitello said, what is going on? But going back to Tovar, the result, obviously, he loved 12 pitches. But as you were describing, the intent was, I'm going to get. This is off of Eldridge. There's no one at first. And that'll be a hit for Moniak.
Well, when things are going right, sometimes they do. Right off the top. And it's tough to get a ground ball over the top of Eldridge's head or glove. So in the first inning, the first 5 guys reached. It never happened against Logan Webb. And now here in the 2nd inning, the first 4 guys have reached.
Here's Hunter. But going back really quickly to the Tovar bat.
Yeah.
Forget the result for a moment. And his intent was, I'm going to make sure Karros, after the stolen bases at 3rd at the conclusion of this bat, he stayed with that approach. And obviously he did the best thing possible. He ends up hitting it out of the yard to right center.
Team approach rewards him. Let's go back to the side swing. Okay, so he just lifts that foot up. But just see how everything is not drifting forward. So when we talk about drifting forward, a lot of times it's that hips start to leak ever so slightly. They did not on that swing.
Nobody out. McCarthy at second, Moniak at first. This is chopped to short. There's one, and the throw to first is in time by Arise. He got a lot on the throw to double up Hunter. So with 2 outs, McCarthy at third, and that'll bring up Rumfield.
Still gonna, oh, okay, they're gonna look at it.
We think.
Well, I think they're gonna ask at second base too.
That's, I think, why you saw Warren Schaefer come out.
Colorado's challenging the out call at second base.
I thought he was out at first.
Yeah.
With the naked eye. Let's see what happened at second with this little pitch from Adames. Did Arise come off early? This call under review is presented by Dial Pad. Going to slow it down to see when he caught the baseball.
He was definitely out at first. It looked like that foot, the right foot, was still right here. Ball and glove. Looks like the foot's still on the bag.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough there. You're going to overturn that.
Because when that ball goes onto the left, yeah, he's still dragging his foot. I think they're going to lose this one.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Colorado loses their challenge.
Yeah, I just didn't think there was enough there. The foot still on the bag. Ball is in the...
And they're able to zoom in. And so it wasn't the call stands. The call was confirmed that the foot was on the bag.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-4-3 double play. The Rockies out of challenges with 2 outs and McCarthy at third. Here's TJ Rumfield. TJ a base hit his first time. Bet you after watching TJ for 3 games and then after this series, Luis Arise is really going to have even greater appreciation for Rumfield. In fact, I'm going to go ask him at some point this weekend, because guys who can really hit don't always light up the hard hit exit velocity stat line. They'll have their share, but good hitters like Arise, like Rumfield, they get hits below 95 miles an hour, just utilizing the whole field, and sometimes it's
call the ball to catch
with
a
2
challenge.
strikes. It's going to be an ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is overturned. San Francisco's got 2 challenges left.
Well, to your point, Drew, and I think what's interesting about the point you're making is there are 2 different style of hitters too. You know, one's 6'5", and talking about Arise maybe 5'10". But hitters recognize other great hitters. And what Arise can do with a bat's quite remarkable.
1-2 on Rumfield.
Rockies already have 8 hits in this game against Logan Webb, and that's the most he's ever given up in 2 innings in his career.
And it bears repeating. He threw 7 shutout against the Braves, allowed 1 hit in his last outing. 3-2 on Rumfield. That'll end the inning. Foul tip is held, so a strikeout. That's the first of the game for Webb. The Rockies get 2 more on the 2-run blast by Ezequiel Tovar. 5-0 heading to the 3rd. Great start for the Rockies, 5-0. Ryan Feltner's been outstanding, and the Rockies offense has been beyond outstanding. It's Friday night. Joining us from the dugout, the Rockies skipper Warren Schaefer. Schaefer, every day you guys work so hard at putting together a plan against a pitcher. Logan Webb's as talented as anybody in the sport. You talk about execution, my goodness.
Yeah, the boys have come out with a good plan tonight, and they are definitely executing to start this game. We got to keep it rolling, though.
We all love Ezekiel and how hard he works, but that at bat might be the best at bat we've seen this year from him.
Maybe from anybody. That was an unbelievable at bat, and what he's been going through is just great to see that and get back on track with that.
Schaefer, good luck
Schaefer.
the rest of the way, and happy
thanks,
4th.
guys.
We start the top of the 3rd. Victor Barracoda, the left fielder, is at the plate. Feltner works ahead 0-1. Hunter in the outside corner, and that's where the pitch arrived. A little slider, 0-2.
A little bit of a contrast right now because of the way Ryan Feltner is throwing the baseball. He's hitting his spots, mixing in different pitches, and working ahead.
Pretty aggressive Giant team offensively. That's strike 3. Barracoda's excused. That's 4 strikeouts in a row. Again, for Felt, who did not have a strikeout in his last outing.
Fastball right on the corner. Talk about executing a pitch. That's exactly what he does at 96 miles an hour. Last half inning against the Giants, he had a strikeout with a changeup, a cutter, and a fastball.
Drew Kavanaugh. This is the 3rd level Kavanaugh's been at this year. He started the year in AA, tore that up, went to Sacramento, tore things up in AAA. And here he is in the big leagues, and he's holding his own. Kerrigan center. Going back to the Giants, they're a team that actually hits for a real solid average. Their average at 255 is 5th best in baseball, but their on-base percentage of 307 is 4th worst in baseball. So they're very, very aggressive. They get a lot of walks.
Yeah, and they don't hit a lot of home runs. Just 93 on the year, which is 21st in the league.
Luis Arraez takes a strike. Amazingly, he struck out his first time. That's how, I mean,
yeah.
he said to, you can tell, he said to Ryan Feltner, do you want that one? Or this guy's the most courteous guy in the sport. Here's the 0-1. And Arraez slices this one down the left field line, and he's digging for second. He'll have himself a double.
Hey, there was a little subtle play down the line, though. Okay, we're talking about the double from Arraez and what a piece of hitting it was, because it was really, really good. That's his 19th double. But down the line, Jay McCarthy sticks his foot along the wall. He doesn't even think about getting his glove down there. Because if he does, maybe it hops over, goes to the wall. You don't know what's going to happen. So he knows he's got to cut that off, and he's just going to use his body.
Smart play. Casey Schmidt had a base hit his first time. One of the 2 hits now, and now he's 2 for 2. And Freeman coming up, throwing. Arraez coming toward the plate. Throw is just a smidgen late, and the Giants are on the board. It's 5-1.
44th RBI of the season.
Ties Devers for the club lead.
That's just the 5th hit in the last 30 at bats with the runner in scoring position against Ryan. He come in with a 170 batting average against, which was 9th best in the National League. And
great throw from Freeman.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the throw. It's just a slide by and reach back with your left hand.
To 3rd, and Karros throws out Ramos. In the inning, a 2-out double by Arraez, delivered by Schmidt. 5-1, Colorado, middle of 3. Orbit Jam is presented by York Space Systems. Well, the Rockies got 3 off Logan Webb in the first. They got 2 more in the second on a Tovar 2-run home run. What's in store in inning number 3? Cole Carrick walked to drive in a run in the first. 0-1 on Cole. Timeout. I think he lost the grip.
Yeah.
Yep. So he needs to get a little more stick him.
That's nice that the umpire allowed that to happen. Talking about Ron Kolpa. Sometimes it'll be like, yeah, are you using this as your timeout? Or do you really need it?
Ball and a strike on Carrick. This is toward right center field. This is going to get down. Could be double territory for Cole. Back an easy double. And he's taking 3 bags. He's going to have an easy triple.
Lee was waving off the right fielder at Ramos. This will be the second triple for Carrick. It's a changeup. And he stayed centered. He didn't pull off it. A lot of times with the changeup, your tendency is to get out in front and you'll try to hook it. He doesn't. Lee's calling off Ramos, and he slightly bobbles it out in left field. It goes right off the thumb area of his glove, and Cole saw it the whole way and never hesitated.
Infield comes in. Rockies +4 on the scoreboard. Here's Freeman. Ball 1 on Tyler. The Rockies scored in 5 out of 8 innings yesterday. Obviously, they didn't hit in the 9th with the big lead. So now they have scored in 7 of their last 10 innings. And on the cusp, making it an 8 out of 11.
And they're making Logan Webb work. 51 pitches already here with nobody out in the 3rd inning.
Oh! 2-1. Talking about this his first time up. .436 average coming in his career against the Gigantes. Schmidt throws out Tyler, so there's 1 out. And that'll bring up Julien. Julien's been a little overshadowed by the Moniacs, the Goodmans, the Rumfields, the McCarthys of late. Yesterday, a couple of walks, a couple runs scored, and a base hit. He was on 3 times. And coming home, and scoring as the ball got away was Carrick. And that was hit right at a rise. Looked like a pretty good throw, but Carrick's so fast, I think he's going to beat it.
I agree, Drew.
So an RBI for Julien.
Yeah.
The Rockies get that run back.
Well, and that's where Cavanaugh behind the plate knew that he was going. Great jump, too. Oh, yeah, that left foot was going to be in there. He never had it to begin with. Yeah, that foot was still, even if he had that ball in his glove. 19 RBIs now on the season for Eddie.
Same with Julien on 3 times yesterday, 3 days ago. He was on a couple times. Earlier in the week, he had a game where he was on all 4 times.
We know the month of May was awful for him. You know, just 5 hits in the month of May, but in June he had 288. Talking about Eddie.
And he'll walk too. Always been part of his game.
Yeah, he had 12 walks in June.
Karros wants to challenge that. ABS powered by T-Mobile. So is it 0-2 or 1-1? We're about to find out.
Pitches the ball.
Good challenge.
Got 2 left.
hard to argue with Kyle if he challenges a pitch.
He's got a great eye. So does the guy who's been successful doing that, who's at first base,
yes.
Julian. Shallow right center. Ramos is there. That is out number 2. That'll bring up Ezekiel Tovar. What an at bat he had his last time up. Resulted in a 2-run home run. Who wants tacos? Fans when the Rockies score 7 and they're a run away. Go to participating Colorado Taco Bell locations the following day between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special at Moss and Taco Bell. 12 pitch at bat, and then boom, a 2-run home run of the Rockies bullpen.
Well, we heard Warren Schaefer say this might be the best at bat that any Rocky has taken this year, and I would agree with him. It was so nice to see the approach. Also has now 29 RBIs against San Francisco in his career, most against any team.
Huge jump. Tovar fouls it back. Julian.
They must have something, because that's the second time. Kyle Karros was doing the same thing.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, most of the time you're just satisfied if you get a hit after seeing that many pitches, let alone a home run.
Logan Webb, drafted out of Rockland, California, as a high school kid in the 4th round back in 2014 by the Giants.
That high school is just 109 miles from Oracle Park.
Yeah, he's a Northern California kid. A really good high school quarterback also.
But, I mean, you think about that draft pick and what he's meant to the organization. I mean, 192 starts now, 195 games, and he's also led the National League in innings pitched each of the last 3 seasons.
Tovar, a base hit to right. The Rockies have 10 hits in 2 2/3 against Logan Webb.
Well, this time it's supposed to be some sort of off-speed pitch, and this time I think you go back to that home run, that sets up this at bat too, and the way he was just thinking of shooting that ball there. And I think for Ezekiel, if he just looks at these 2 bats and plays them on repeat for the next week or so, he's going to be in a great spot.
McCarthy's in a great spot overall, and in the micro tonight, he's 2 for 2, 440-foot home run, and he ripped a single to right.
Well, that home run was the first hit that Logan Webb had given up to lead off a game this year.
Yeah, he's just giving up another hit to McCarthy around 3rd. Here comes Juliet. Throw toward the plate is offline. In fact, it's cut off, and make it 7-1. McCarthy's 2nd ribby of the night. He has 6 in the last 12 innings of baseball.
Logan Webb was hopping mad as he's backing up home that ball was cut off by Bryce Eldridge. I think it was offline, but you know, yesterday for Jake, he had a 4 RBI day, and Got 2 today. Now watch Logan Webb as this ball is cut off. He's at the bottom of your screen. It's like, oh, why'd you cut that off?
First and third for Moniak. He's 2 for 2. Well, before tonight for Logan Webb this year, there's been 2 clunkers. Opening day against the Yankees, he gave up 7 runs, 6 earned in 5 innings. Then he had a rough one against the Padres. Runner going and no throw. That'll be a stolen base from McCarthy. That's his 14th.
Well, because of the clunker tonight, they already have Matt Gage up.
When he's been out there for Webb, Tony Vitello basically given the bullpen day off.
Well, because he's pitched at least 7 innings in those 5 starts in June. So yeah, why not?
His last 5 outings, 7 innings, 8 innings, 8 innings, 8 innings, 7 innings. And again, pitcher of the month in the National League. In June, he gave up 3 earned runs. The Rockies have put 7 earnings on him tonight in 2 2/3. 2-1. Almost got past Kavanaugh. 3-1. Three and 2. Tovar at third, McCarthy at second. Ball 4, and now they're loaded up for Hunter Goodman.
3rd inning, and your number 3 hitter's walking up for his 3rd at bat. "71 pitches for Logan."
Hunter's 1 for 2. Ooh, boy, he was on that cutter.
Normally the 3rd time through against Webb. OPS 430, batting average of 189. Normally it's the other way around. It starts to really jack up.
There's been nothing normal about what the Rockies have done to Logan Webb so far this evening.
Right now the team OPS for the Rockies is 752.
One of the highest marks in baseball. They came in 5th.
And 700 runs too already matches a career high for Logan Webb. So maybe we'll see a new career high.
One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. Good take. Two. That'll end the inning. Hunter frustrated. The Rockies 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more in the third. They're up 7-1.
The ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 Sweepstakes, presented by T-Mobile, is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB./journey to sweeps.
Top of the 4th inning, Rafael Devers, who lined to right his first time up, has a 1-0 count. Ryan Feltner struck out 5 in the first 3 innings. Maybe the first 2-0 count from Feltner tonight. Three and 0. Jung-Hoo Lee on deck. A 3-0 tap. That's interesting.
Pitch is called a strike. The hitter's challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is a strike. San Francisco's got one challenge
really
left.
strange 3-0.
It's not what you want. Not what you want to do. Yeah. 3-2. I know you have to make a split-second decision, but on a 3-0 pitch, so it's 3-1. Ground ball, top spin, good play by Rumfield, good feed to Feltner.
I like how low he got too. You know, sometimes with that top spin, you have a tendency to stay upright, and then you really don't get your head behind your glove. So when you slide down there, the head positioning makes it much easier to track. So right here, he goes down because he wants to get eye level with the ball. And that's why you slide to that backhand. After that, it's an easy toss to the pitcher.
Work those, open the hip drills deep side, take a drop step,
just like at third base. You have, I mean, first base, third base, a lot of drop steps.
Ball one on Jung-Hoo Lee. Struck out on a high fastball his first time up. We're back-to-back 2-0 counts. Back-to-back 3-0 counts.
It's just a little unusual because it's just been 14 pitches out of the zone of the 47 so far tonight, and 6 of them come to the first 2 batters here.
Poured that right down the middle. It's one of the few times now in baseball you could feel confident, right, Huey, that the hitter was not going to swing.
Right. Down by 6.
Puts a bunt down, comes right back to Feltner, and oh man, he waited a little bit too long, and then he threw it enough up the line that TJ didn't have a play. So it'll be a base hit and an error on Feltner.
Not sure how it's a base hit, because if he fields this right now and throws it, but he did the crow hop. So if you just use it as an infielder, just throw it right now. And instead, he got caught because of Lee's speed going down the line. So, you know, act like an infielder. Just catch it, shuffle your feet, and go.
Yeah, I agree with you. It should be straight E1.
It should be a straight E1. I mean, in no game that I've seen where you bunt it right back to the pitcher that they
you get a hit on.
They get a hit on it.
I always say this. I'm amazed how many pitchers who have the ability to, at 60 feet 6 inches, throw 96, 98, 100.
Yeah.
Any spot in the zone they want, and then they struggle to throw to a base.
Yeah. But we talk about, you know, infielders and having pressure put on you by speed of guys. And I think that's what happened with Ryan a little bit.
Willie Adames. It's 2 straight hitters. He's missed the opening pitch. Just pounded the zone the first 3 innings. Adames struck out on a fastball too his first time. 2-0. TJ with the backhand. Feltner catches and grabs the bag. 2 outs as Lee goes to third. Bryce Eldridge coming up, but first a message from Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Two outs here. Matt Gage is still warming up for the Giants in their bullpen, so I think the night for Logan Webb is done.
That would be a strong indication. Going on Eldridge. For a guy with long levers, he has a pretty short swing, Huey.
He does. And it's a little bit like Judge from the right side, that you, at least with Eldridge, I still think you can get inside with a good fastball. With Judge, I wouldn't do that. You need him to get healthy, get back.
He's been out a while now. Right now the Yankees miss him dearly.
We need him for our game. He's so good for our game.
Yankees trying to snap a 7-game losing streak in the 4th at home. They're up 3-2 on Minnesota. That's a base hit. That's going to drive in a run. So Eldridge with a 2-out single brings Lee home, and it's 7-2.
Changeup, he's, with the big tall frame, you can stay on a pitch a little bit longer, even with no stride, just because of the long arms, the long bat reach.
Barracoda, look out. I think it missed Ryan, and he's getting up right now. Picks up his glove. He's okay. End of inning. That was scary, especially with the history of Ryan Feltner getting hit. 7-2. Rockies up by 5, middle of 4.
That sword.
Time now for the UC Health Scouting Report. TJ Rumfield leading off this inning for the Rockies. Today he became the first player in franchise history to win Rookie of the Month in back-to-back months. This is the last 5 times this has happened. You see Nick Kurtz, Josh Young, Michael Harris II, Julio Rodriguez, some really good young talent across Major League Baseball, guys. And also his hit in the first inning tied in with Troy Tulowitzki for the most hits by a Rocks rookie before the All-Star break.
He's amazing, and just keeps building on what he accomplished the day before. Matt Gage is now in the ball game. So the Rockies ran the great Logan Webb off in 3 innings. 7
earned runs, 11 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, including 2 home runs. His ERA jumped up from 3.09 to 3.66.
Which in early July, that's hard to do.
Yeah, that much on over half a run.
7 runs, 11 hits. Crazy.
Especially as hot as he had been coming in.
Three and 1 on TJ. Slowly hit and a rise, still able to make the play.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be able to get him. I was looking for Willy Adames to make that play.
Well, Luis Ariz a year ago, he's become a plus defender at second base, and there was some in his past he felt like the only position he could play really was first base and DH.
Hey, how about a lot of credit going to Ron Washington, though?
Luis Arraez gives him a lot of credit. I spent a long time talking to Wash this afternoon, and he says, I give a ton of credit to Arraez because I'm gonna. If you want to work, we're gonna work. You know how he is. But there's Wash. But you have to want to work, and Luis Arraez has taken all of the instruction, and he has not missed a day working out from spring training forward, and he's made himself statistically one of the top defensive second basemen in baseball this year.
Because he wants to get better. He wants his defense to match his offense. And I think that's the key, is whenever you want to each day work and become better as a player, because he doesn't want to be known just as a DH.
1-2 on Carey. Kels, I know you visited with Ron also.
Is when Luis Arraez came up to him. So day one, spring training, he comes up. He says, I want to be an all-star this year. I really want to work on my defense. Obviously, Ron Washington is the guy to do that. And when you dig into the numbers a little bit, you guys, he's worth 11 outs above average at second base this year. That's tied for 4th best in Major League Baseball at any position. Last year, he was -9 outs above average. So that's about a 20 outs above average improvement. And Ron Washington said the same thing to me that he said to you guys. He wants to credit Luis Arraez, but man, when Ron Washington can get his hands on some of these infielders, man, the impact he can make on an organization, you can't understate it.
He has a great reputation, deservedly so. He's just a great baseball man. And Huey, I mean, Wash is 74. Wash is as old school as they come.
Yeah, and he brings the lunch pail basically to work, and I think that's the key for Wash. And so he says to anybody else, if you want to do it, I'm here for you.
There's the Angels for a couple of years, had some health issues. And now he's working with the Giants infielders. Want to know on Freeman. Tyler lifts this to fairly deep left field, but Barracoda is out there, and he'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 4th inning. Rockies up 7-2. Fireworks later.
Now, fans, you picked the players. Now it's time for the reveal on Friday, July 17th, when the Rockies take on the Reds at Coors Field to be one of the first 15,000 fans to receive a mystery Rocky City Connect jersey presented by York Space Systems. Get tickets at Rockies.com/tickets today.
5th inning. 9-1-2 for San Francisco. Drew Cavanaugh, the catcher, will lead it off. This kid's had a meteoric rise this year. Telling you, he started the year in Double-A. Now he's in the big leagues, and he wasn't on anybody's. He was not on anybody's radar from the Giants' perspective.
When it's not in September, it's June when he got called up.
He goes down here. Feltner with a strikeout, his 6th of the ball game. And that'll bring up Arraez.
That's his 3rd, though, with the changeup on our AutoNation Subaru pitchcast.
We used to talk about 300 hitters all the time in the sport, and now more frequently we talk about OPS, we talk about home runs, exit velocity. All of those things are meaningful. I'm not suggesting they are not, but I still like talking batting average when you have a guy like Arraez.
Yes.
And look at this now, Huey. Highest career batting average among active players. There's only 2 over 300. Arraez, Jose Altuve, Freddie's right there at 299. And he's had a more lengthy career than Yordan Alvarez, who, by the way, is a freak show.
Oh, he is. But I think what it does, too, especially in this day and age of everybody throwing so hard, it just shows you how hard it is to hit. And these guys are the only 2 guys above 300 for their career. And for Luis, way above 300.
Feltner's been, for the most part, economical. Did fall behind some hitters in the fourth. Other than that, he's been outstanding. Here's the 1-2. Full carry. 2 outs. Bring up Casey Schmidt. He has a couple hits tonight. The single in the third drove home Arise, who had doubled.
Well, just think what the score could be if he hadn't made that play
On Freeman.
on Freeman in the first inning.
He turned what could have been kind of a bouncing double down the third base line somehow into a double
Yeah.
play. The bases were loaded.
So instead of just 3 runs, it could have been 5 or 6. Heads up, Gary. Our teammate of mine, Gary Pettis, now the third base coach.
Yeah, you guys got to catch up for a
Yeah.
while. Gary was playing golf a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he got the call. Hey, what are you doing? Working on my golf game.
They made a change at third base on the coaching lines. And they wanted a veteran guy.
Yeah, and Gary's one of the best. He did it for a number of years in Texas, third base, and then down in Houston, when they were winning division titles down there.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Schmidt. Gary could play the outfield.
Oh,
now.
he could. Had a nice catch on a sinking line drive in Game 7 of Nolan's no-hitter.
Swung on and missed. Feltner's 7th punch out. And he goes through the Giants 1-2-3 in the 5th. Rockies up by 5. Bottom of the 5th inning, along with Jeff Houston and Kelsey Wingert, I'm Drew Goodman. The Rockies leading 7-2 over the Giants. Second inning for Matt Gage in relief of Logan Webb. Gave up all 7 runs. Julien fouls it back. RBI ground out tonight, and a run scored for Julien.
This is the 4th time in Logan Webb's career that he's completed 3 innings or less. That includes tonight.
His resume is lengthy, and there's no negatives on that resume. He's a guy that takes the baseball every 5th day. I told you earlier, year in and year out. He's a Cy Young candidate. Rockies got him tonight. Rockies trying to do something, Huey, they haven't done since they swept the Mets in April in Queens, and that is win 3 straight games.
We do now know in the 4 games they've played against the Giants, they've scored at least 6 runs in each of those 4 games, and you still have a few innings left in this one.
Ball 4, Juliet knows that zone so well. It will not typically stray out of the zone. Draws a leadoff walk against Gage. And that'll bring up Karros.
By the way, I checked in with Kyle today to see if he had heard back about getting that air changed to a hit yet. He had not.
Had not heard. How do they have, like 72 hours, I think?
Yeah, to
flip it around.
Flip it around.
2 strikes on Karros. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the 2nd. I checked in with him on his jaw. It was just fine.
His jaw's fine. I did yesterday when I was by the dugout. Just made sure. Said, "You okay?" Gave me the thumbs up. That was so freaky, though, the way it went off and then hit that flap.
Well, fortunately, it hit his elbow guard and then hit the flap.
Well, you see on a replay how much that flap rattled, but how much it saved him.
One, two.
I've said it before, too. If I was playing in today's game, I'd definitely wear that.
Especially arm side.
Yeah, even I think you just become so accustomed to wearing it. There'd be no doubt. Wearing elbow guard, shin guard.
That's a base hit for Karros. Juliet kind of had to wait to see if Adames could get to it. So Kyle's 2 for 3. And the first two have reached against Gage here in the 5th.
Well, this is a changeup off the end of the bat. His base hit in in the second inning was a line drive on a sinker up the middle. This time it's more of a floater right over the head of Adames.
Ball one on Tovar. Sometimes it takes one at bat or maybe a couple of at bats to get yourself right offensively. We always talk about that. Tovar, the epic at bat in the second that resulted in a 2-run home run and then a sharp single his last time up to right. Tovar pulls this one. If it stays fair, it's extra bases. Foul by a yard and a half.
Well, I think the key to Drew is not only the results that he had, but the approach that he had. Going the other way on both of them.
One and one on Ezekiel. First multi-hit game for Zeke since June 19th. Nobody out. Julian at second. He walked. Karros, a base hit, is at first. Gage walks off the bat. Friday night, if you missed it, we had Warren Schaefer in the top of the third. He said something that every manager always repeats here. You got to just keep adding on. Rockies up 7-2.
Well, that's what they did yesterday.
Tonight, the Rockies 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third.
Well, yesterday the Rockies scored in 5 out of the 8 innings.
Two and two. Gage this year has been really tough at home, which is not surprising in that one of the best parks to pitch at. And on the road, he's got an ERA above 6.
Well, it's because the batting average at home is 178. Out on the road, it's 308.
Everybody wants to pitch at Oracle. Nobody wants to hit there. This is starting to be reminiscent of the at-bat we saw in the second inning from Tovar.
Next pitch will be number 7.
Tovar, the next pitch he sees will be the 90-30 scene tonight. Is that a record?
For him, yes. Come on, win it now.
He will. Base hit to the left side. Julian's going to have to hold at third. And the bases are loaded with no one out for Jake McCarthy, who has been perfect today.
Jake McCarthy's night, he started in the first inning, very first pitch that he saw, a home run 440 feet for his 8th home run, which ties a career high for him. And then a base hit in the second, and then another base hit in the third, and driving in a run. So for Jake, 8 home runs, 43 RBIs on the season. And he added a stolen base that last time too, so that gives him 14. Well, yesterday it was a left-on-left matchup that he hit the home run.
Want to hear something interesting?
Tell me.
Between Karros, who's batting 8th, Tovar 9th, McCarthy leading off, Moniak, who's on deck, batting 2nd. That foursome, bottom of the lineup, top of the lineup, they're 10 for 11 with a walk tonight. Is that any good?
Yeah. 10 for 11. 11 for 12.
Ball one on Jake.
There's nobody up in the pen for the Giants, and the reason I say that because this is pitch number 33 for Gage. His season high is 37.
High fly ball, deep right field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. Grand slam, Jake McCarthy. He has 10 ribbies in the last 24 hours.
He's closing in on 50 for the year, too. 47 RBIs.
The night is young.
And he's going to wear the jacket for another 15 minutes. 427 feet on this home run. Along with this 440-foot home run. Let's go.
Yep. He's not taking the jacket off.
Or should he?
So we're in the 5th inning, and Jake's got homer, single, grand slam. He's driven in 6. He also has a stolen base. Let's not leave that out.
True. Well, yesterday you got a pitch inside, and he didn't do anything but put it in the seat. Same thing with this one. More of a spinning, kind of a cement mixer just coming up there, not doing a whole lot.
Can I throw something into the ether for
Please.
you?
Yeah.
To me, it's a foregone conclusion that Hunter Goodman will be an all-star for the 2nd straight year. Start looking at numbers. Jake McCarthy has all-star numbers.
He's now hitting 309. 10 home runs, 47 RBIs. So in the last 2 games for Jake, 6 for 7, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 5 runs scored, a stolen base, and he saved a cat that was up in the tree on the way home last night.
Probably. So those 4 we mentioned?
Yes.
11 for 13. Hunter single in 3 at bats. Six ribbies, a new career high for Jake. 11-2 Colorado. 25 runs the last game and a half.
After the grand slam, Ryan Walker got up in the pen for the Giants.
Runner chased a bit there, 1-2. Yeah, TIJ.
Uh-huh.
Time in jacket.
And if I did what he did, I'd wear it forever too. It's okay.
Huey, if you had a marvelous career, but if you had this kind of night, I'm thinking you may, in your 5th AB, just wore the thing up to the plate. College baseball in Wyoming.
Right. Well, yeah. Sometimes we needed a jacket that heavy.
Two and two.
And I don't think anybody would stop him if he wanted to. Just go, man. Just wear it.
Yeah, whatever works. Back to June 1st. How many offenses have been more dangerous in the sport than the Rockies?
Well, yeah, they have the highest OPS since the beginning of June at 866.
Well, we're going to get a tap. That 2-2 pitch is going to be challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Kavanaugh's Kavanaugh's wrong. He is. And the Giants, who are down by 9, are out of challenges.
He's no Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, nope, he's not. Three-two on Hunter. That's lined to left, and that's going to take one big hop and go off the wall. Hunter, who runs well, heading towards second, arrives safe.
Well, after getting the successful non-strike call, Hunter comes by with his 14th double. Creative slide, too, going into second. I mean, this was played well off the wall by Victor, and he threw it back in pretty quickly.
TJ's 1 for 3. Ball 1 on Rumfield. Well, something about July.
Yeah.
The Rockies, 14 runs yesterday. They got 11 right now. It's the first time they've scored 10 plus in back-to-back ball games since late August of 23. And gonna get a tap from TJ.
Strike to hitter's challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And TJ's going to win it. It's 3-0.
Pitches the ball. Colorado's got 2 left.
A walk, and that'll bring up Carrig. And here comes Tony Vitello. That's going to be the end of the line for Matt Gage. They're going to bring in Ryan Walker. Yeah, I think a lot of Giant fans and players kind of looking off with a forlorn gaze into the distance. The Rockies up 11-2, and the jacket still has not come off Jake McCarthy. Back in a moment. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies. Wow.
That is
President's
nice.
here.
Yes. Hey, wait a second. Can't take that off my head. Give it back. Thank you. I don't know how to put it on now. Golly, quit messing with me.
Walker to Cole Carrick, and that pitch misses, ball one.
Saw the numbers a moment ago for Walker, not good. ERA over 7. It's sinking fastball. It's usually a pretty good pitch for him, but this year, ooh, 339 batting average against. That's why the ERA is so high.
Good swing from Cole, 1-2. Carrick, an RBI walk. Obviously, with the bases loaded in the first, and he had a double and scored in the third. Struck out against Gage from the right side in the fourth. Hunter Goodman at second, he doubled. Rumfield just walked. That was the end of the line for Gage. And this ball's well hit to center field, and that is going to short hop the wall. Lee plays it back in, and 2 runs are going to score. Carrick ends up at third. He didn't stop his second triple of the night. I said double earlier. He had a triple earlier. Second triple of the night. Third career triple. If you recall, his first major league hit was a triple.
I was talking about the sinker a moment ago for Walker, and that getting hit hard. Well, this one gets hit hard too. So TJ, great read at first base after the walk. And then Cole's like, do I go? And I will say this, as a middle infielder, a lot of times when there's runners at first and second, you're thinking about trying to cut that guy that was started at first at home. So that's exactly what Adames looked at first. He looked home before he then went to third.
13-2. Sellout crowd, well over 48,000. And save some of those Giant fans. They're loving what they're watching. Freeman, and that's a base hit. That's an RBI. Carrick comes home, and the only guy who had not been involved offensively is Tyler Freeman. He is now. He's 1 for 4 with a ribby.
There we go. Sinker left up, right back up the middle, past a diving Adames. With his back, I wonder how much longer he'll be out there too. The Rocks now are 7 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Last night they were 6 for 10.
Juliet. Pretty good when you're batting 7th in the lineup and you're up for the 4th time in the game, and it's the 5th inning.
Yesterday was the 6th inning that the Rockies batted around. Tonight it's the 5th.
It's the 15th time this year that they've scored 5 runs or more in an inning. That is the most in baseball.
Time on defense right now, you just saw it a moment ago, over 23 minutes.
And I think you're right about
Adames.
a couple of the starters, but most notably Willie Adames, who hadn't played all week because of a back ailment. With Tony Vitello, you're going to take him out, you would think.
Take care of him.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Juliet.
Because it's not only swinging the bat, but as I mentioned, it's time on defense. You're standing out there for, now it's got to be 24 minutes.
It spikes on hard clay.
And you just dove for a ball.
Strike 3. That'll get a tap from Juliet. He's been really good in these situations. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
A lot of challenges tonight.
A lot of challenges, and did get the bottom of the zone.
Got 1 challenge left.
So Julian is out number 2.
Very rarely has he been wrong this year. Flip the bottom of the Auto Nation Subaru pitchcast.
2 hits, 2 runs scored for Kyle Karros tonight. Rockies, Huey, trying to outdo the Cardinals. I say, what are you talking about?
I was just going to ask you that. What are you talking about?
They scored 17 runs in Chicago today.
Well, Chicago finally didn't score some runs via a home run.
Cubs had 13 home runs their previous 2 games.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Just 1 run today.
-0 on Karros. Matt Gage gives up 6 runs on 4 hits in an inning and a third. Foul back out of play. Ball 4. Karros goes to first, Freeman to second. That'll bring up Tovar. Ezekiel's been perfect tonight. 2-run homer and a pair of singles.
There he goes, kind of fouling that ball off to the right side, though. 11 pitches, 5 pitches, 8 pitches on the last one. So a home run, single.
25 pitches seen tonight. That's out of play. And honestly, you know, just the wiring of Ezekiel Tovar is the most aggressive hitter in baseball. He swings more than anyone else. So that's hard for him to see that many pitches.
Yeah. And the good news, too, is even some of the pitches he swung at tonight, he's fouled them off and had to swung through it. So that's been good, too.
Two and two.
This has got to build your confidence, too.
I'll tell you what, it's got to be disheartening for the Giants, not only the scoreboard. This is the 60th pitch of the inning. And there'll be a 61st offering.
So this half inning is closing in on 30 minutes.
Three-two. Tovar. This will stay in play, and Eldridge makes the catch to end the inning. The Rockies cross home plate 7 times in the 5th. Jake McCarthy, a grand slam. He had a leadoff home run in the first. He's 4 for 4 with 6 ribbies. Orbit Jam is presented by York Space Systems. What a night at Coors Field. It's beautiful out. The Rockies are up 14-2. Elliot Ramos is at the plate. 2-4-5 for the Giants. That's fouled off.
Score being 14-2 going into the 6th inning. Gabriel Hughes is up in the pen now.
And he threw a bullpen yesterday late in the ball game. So he's up here to eventually come in the game, and it would be a major league debut for the former #1 pick. I want to make sure we talk a little bit about Ryan Feltner, because he's clearly been overshadowed by the offense this evening, and he's fine with that. But he has pitched exceptionally well again.
Last 3 games for Ryan, 2.70 ERA, opponents hitting 238. But really, if you go back further, Drew, his last 32 major league starts, a 3.76 ERA, a whip of 127, opponents hitting 237. That's in his last 32 major league starts.
Yeah, the whole thing, again with Ryan, like so many pitchers, being able to stay healthy.
Yeah, it's kind of go back to a couple years ago, the second half of the season. He was an ERA right at 3. And then last year, just 6 starts, dealing with some injuries, and then coming out this year.
That's a new season high, by the way. That's his 8th strikeout of the ball game.
And he's utilized them all, but I think he's had a really good feel for his changeup tonight. That's his 4th strikeout on a changeup. Remember, he started Luis Arraez out with the strikeout on a changeup.
Arraez hadn't struck out in a month, and he struck him out. Devers takes strike 1. Raphael a line out and a ground out. This is lifted into the seats and right. This will be a solo home run for Devers. And that is his 16th of the year. That ties Casey Schmidt for the club lead. 14-3.
Oh, he stayed back on the curveball. Out of the hand. It just didn't bite like Ryan wanted to. Ends up belt high, and for Devers, he hits at 432 feet.
So Hooley takes a strike. Deep left field. There's a lot of wind out there too. McCarthy's going to make the catch. 2 outs. Willie Adames scheduled up. Message first from Bet365.
Did you win? Let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
So Adames will take the at bat here. Despite the lopsided score and a sore back, he takes ball 1. Well, he's been tardy on that heater.
That's right. I was thinking the same thing, Drew. Just keep feeding that fastball to the outside corner. And if you feel it, maybe that slider off of that fastball. Yeah. Tell Ryan's feeling good tonight. That's 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, 83 pitches in.
Yeah.
Gotta like it. I mean, Adames.
Just doesn't look right.
He doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Comfortable looking swings.
We've seen him enough to know when he's going well, what he looks like.
Stay on the gas here.
Yeah. I'm just not sure. Don't speed up his bat. I always say that a lot, but he just doesn't seem to be picking up that fastball, or just slightly behind it. Stay with it.
Here's the 3-2. Another 3-2.
So you've tried a changeup, four-seamer, a sweeper.
He goes back to the changeup.
Maybe a fastball up.
You got him on a fastball up. Good call, Huey. And that is strikeout number 9, one off the career high for Feltner. Did give up a home run to Devers, his 16th of the year. Rockies up 14-3. Guess who's coming up?
Well, we have a beautiful sunset and a beautiful score to boot, 14-3. It has been all offense, fireworks tonight for the Rockies. And the hitting star of the game so far, Jake McCarthy.
Yeah, Jake's had a decent ball game.
Well, decent when you're talking about a guy that has done something that has only happened a handful of times in the history of this grand game. And what I mean by that is, how about a leadoff home run and then a grand slam in the same game? Only 7 players in the history of the game.
I like when we get to the ever stats.
Yes.
Like going back to the 1800s.
Yes.
The Federal League, all those leagues. Doug's favorite leagues. 1-2 on Jake. First time facing Ryan Walker. It's got to get down.
Drew Gilbert, who just went in the game for defense. We were talking about that yesterday. You go in for defense, something's going to happen.
If he went in for defense, and then he went in to give Mr.
maybe
Lee
that.
most of the rest of the night off. And Willie Adames, as we figured, would come out. Christian Koss is now at shortstop. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
okay.
Christian Koss is also, every team kind of has a designated guy in a blowout. We know Brett Sullivan, when things get sideways, is the guy that goes out there for the Rockies. Koss is the guy for the Giants. Mickey Moniak inside.
Well, I know the Giants just had an off day yesterday, but they don't want to blow out their bullpen in the first game. So I'm with you. If it's not him, it's going to be somebody else.
Mickey pulls that foul past Doug Bernier. Koss. We're laughing because we always say this, you know, when you come into the game. What was it, Doug? 86.7% of the time in the history of the game, the ball will find you that inning. The stat we made up yesterday. Well, the ball found the 2 new guys.
Hey fans, the Cincinnati Reds come to Coors Field July 17th through the 19th for a weekend series against the Rockies. Don't miss 3 days of summer baseball, exciting giveaways, and all the action at the ballpark. Grab your tickets now at Rockies.com/tickets.
Well, Braxton Fulford is going to pinch hit for Hunter Goodman. And it's not just guys when you're on the wrong end of things.
No.
You want to get them off the feet. And I know Hunter didn't play yesterday, but he plays every day. He catches every day. And so an opportunity to give him a little break, get some run for Braxton Fulford. On the ground to short. Koss comes up with it. And Walker has a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to inning number 7 on fireworks night. The Rockies up 14-3. Gabriel Hughes, a major league debut when we come back.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Colorado Rockies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Colorado Rockies.
We're getting a major league debut, 8th this year for the Rockies. I'm excited about this one. Gabriel Hughes starting the 7th inning for the Rockies, former #1 pick out of Gonzaga.
You know what? He's in a great spot. I know he was injured a little bit, But then when he went on his rehab assignment, first in A-ball and then the last 3 starts in AAA, he was money. So he's earned this promotion. Talking to Gabriel a couple days ago, and he does like to go by Gabriel, which I don't blame him. That's your name, you go for it. Troy Johnson going into left. Brett Sullivan is at first base. Braxton Fulford remains in the game behind the plate, but this is always special, that major league debut.
First pitch to Bryce Eldridge. It's, you know, I was almost, Huey, going to call that a cutter, because that thing moved about a foot at 94.
And one thing he said is, I've learned to fill up the strike zone. That's been the biggest change for him.
The breaking ball misses, 1-1. This guy's a horse, too. We've met him before, obviously, but we were visiting with him in the dugout a couple days ago. He is a big, strong young man.
I know Kelsey interviewed him, and while we were all there, and Kelsey, you asked some great questions. His answers were amazing.
He is so well spoken, and from my understanding, both of his parents are doctors, and that was probably a profession he wanted to pursue if he wasn't so good at throwing a baseball. But what he talked about in that interview was actually pretty interesting. He was talking about a sweeper, his sweeper that he added in spring training this year. He said he actually was asking Michael Lorenzen on the backfields in spring training to teach him about his grip, because he was trying to pick up that pitch. And he said he went to throw it the first time on one of the backfields. It sailed about 10 feet overhead, and he was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't have that pitch, and they told him to stick with it, and it's become a big part of his arsenal this season. And I know you guys saw what he did in AAA after he came back from his injury. I mean, really, really good numbers, and he said that's been a big part of his success.
How about that, throwing the sweeper for the first time, and then you almost throwing it over the backstop, and you're like, no, I'm done. No, keep trying it, and now it's one of your major pitches.
Here's Barracuda. That's good. That's good coaching too.
Yes.
It's not to retire it just because the first one wasn't pretty.
Right.
That's an error on a rare on Kyle Karros on a routine ground ball. So Eldridge is at first. And I'm watching Kyle, and you know you never want to make an error, obviously, but I think he feels doubly bad because he wants to help out.
Yeah, and that's
Gabriel Hughes.
And that was a pretty routine ball too. It's one thing if you make an error on a play that's kind of a tough one. Routine ones just eat you.
Backhand Tovar. There's one. No problem. Karros feels better. 6-4-3 double play. Boy, Tovar's smooth.
Yeah.
We know that, though.
Yeah, we do, and we also know that no matter what was happening offensively, it wasn't going to affect his defense. Backhand gives a good, strong feed to Eddie. Gabriel loves it, of course. Real 2 for 1, the 71st double play the Rockies have turned on the year.
Want to know on Drew Kavanaugh. Guys may have overlapped in the PCL. 2-0. And by the way, the Rockies view Hughes long term. I know he's kind of working long haul relief. That's the plan right now, but they view him as a starter. This is caught on the run by Carrig casually. So it turns into a 1-2-3 inning in his debut for Gabriel Hughes in front of mom and dad.
Folks. Nothing goes better with a ball game than a hot dog, so why not have one on your hat? On Saturday, July 18th, when the Rockies take on the Reds at Coors Field, the first 15,000 fans will receive a limited edition Rockies hot dog hat. It's presented by King Soopers. Get tickets at Rockies.com/tickets today. Oh yeah. I'm not sure which is prettier, the sunset or the score.
The sunset's gorgeous, and obviously some of it is affected by all the fires, and we wish everyone the best who is dealing with that. Our first responders, obviously, and all the folks that have been displaced. Jonah Cox is now in the ballgame for Luis Arise at second. Brett Sullivan's at the plate against Ryan Walker outside ball one. I'm sure for Warren Schaefer. I don't know if TJ likes this, but to get TJ off his feet for a few innings, he never comes out.
No. Now for Sullivan, he has 4 major league innings after that last one at first base. He had 36 down in the minor leagues.
This is a great night also for families. I was talking to Brett in the clubhouse earlier. He's got his family here, and you know they're excited about not only watching Dad play, but also fireworks.
Well, and nothing's better than watching fireworks after you have a game like this and everybody's involved. Instead of, I mean, anytime you can spend time with your family, it's enjoyable. But still, the win makes it a lot nicer. Hey, betting odds are brought to you by Bet365. Talking about Cole Carey, the over and hits. Right now it sits at 2.5. He has 2 triples. Take the over or the under.
Look at the forced second on Sullivan. That'll bring up Tyler Freeman. $14 runs, 17 hits tonight for Colorado. With 14 runs yesterday. They had 14 hits, if you're wondering, in last night's ball game or yesterday afternoon's ball game. Giants were here resting yesterday while the Rockies were beating the Marlins. Last time the Giants played was Wednesday. They beat Arizona 6-4 down in Phoenix. This is an out at first. It's a good looking play by Jonah Cox.
Well, that win down in Arizona for San Francisco snapped a streak. They had lost their previous 9 against Arizona.
Yeah, they hadn't beaten Arizona this year. Julian with Carrick at second. And they will end the inning. And we'll go to the 8th inning with the Rockies up 14-3 in front of a big sellout crowd as we open up the 4th of July weekend. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by Law Tigers. Injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS or visit lawtigers.com. And by AMCO, transmissions, brakes, maintenance, and more at your local AMCO. Transmissions and total car care. Second inning of Gabriel Hughes' big league career, and he gets a swing and a miss from Jonah Cox. Leading off in the 8th inning, first AB for Cox. And then last inning for Luis Arise. Arise was 1 for 3. this kid puts it in play, you got to move quickly because he can really run. They have a couple guys in there right now that can run.
And Cox.
Yeah, Cox and Cox. 1-2. Like that sweeper. Didn't offer out at 2-2. It's a great opportunity for Gabriel Hughes. You know, if you followed the Rockies closely this year, this offense is legit. And we know the pitching needs to improve considerably. And that's not speaking out of school.
No. It's just the facts and what the numbers are.
Swung on and missed. First big league strikeout.
Hey, get that ball
for Jonah Cox. Throw it around and throw it to the dugout.
Throw it out.
That's exactly what Brett Sullivan's doing.
Thank you. Now, high riding fastball, 94.
That had some carry to it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Good to see.
There's Casey Schmidt. I would think, Huey, I know you put yourself in the batter's box. That's a strike. You know, there's the big leg kick, and it's a pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not the
delivery.
The slow delivery that you're used to seeing in today's game.
You know, the more kind of speed you up as a hitter a little bit.
Yeah, it does, because it's something you're not accustomed to seeing.
Here's the 1-2. It'll be interesting moving forward with Gabriel Hughes. He had Tommy John a couple years ago.
Yeah.
When he was at Gonzaga, he was mid to high 90s.
See if that maybe a tick or two comes back.
And you know what? Even when we saw him a little bit last year and saw some tape, and you know, it was more 90, 91. Now it's more 93 to 95. This is in the air to right. Tyler's out there.
Well, I think with another full offseason of preparing for the season. Hey, Star Wars Night at Coors Field is Saturday, August 22nd. Lightsabers, stormtroopers, and more will transform Coors Field into a galaxy far, far away. Snag your limited edition Rocky Star Wars jersey with the purchase of this special ticket package. Visit Rockies.com/Star Wars today. Squirrel.
There's no seats available.
No.
Where is he supposed to go?
Well, he's going by the dugout. He's trying to get out of the rain, I think.
It's starting to rain a little bit. Passing shower to cool everyone off. 2 strikes on Ramos. He's got pretty good wheels.
He does. It hops at time too.
He's rather indecisive right now. Line to left, so let's first hit Gabriel Hughes. He's given up. A 2-out single to Ramos. That's great.
Poor thing. He's like, okay, where do I go?
He's debating, I think, if he's going to take the field or not.
Right. He's
like
right
everybody else has gotten the play.
Yeah, he's right by Gary Pettis. Gary's like, hey.
Devers takes a strike at 95. Poor little fella's wearing himself out.
Yes.
Oh, 2.
So he just made it up into the stand. So let's see how many people scramble up there.
Here's the 1-2. Just announced the crowd, 47,655, a sellout. And they have been thoroughly entertained, even before the score went on the field. Good battle. Hughes and one of the top hitters in the sport, Rafael Devers. That's exactly where Fulford set up. He wanted that fastball up and away, but close enough that he could get a swing from Devers. Didn't happen. 2-2. Swung on and fouled off. Over the head of Caros for a base hit. The two-out singles. Going to bring up Drew Gilbert. Pulled foul into the seats. 1-1 strike.
Fans coming back down into their seats. The rain stopped. You don't have any challenges. Drew Gilbert tapped the top of his head. It was like, you could take both hands and pat the top of your head. Not going to matter.
I'm glad they didn't make it, you know, like in basketball, if you call a timeout, you don't have any technical fouls.
Automatic strike or
yeah. Here's the 1-2. On the ground foul. Here you're talking about Brett Sullivan being at first base. It's not really far, and Brett was an infielder.
Yeah.
So fielding ground balls is something he's done a whole lot of in his life. Well, what's your first thoughts on the stuff you're seeing from Gabriel?
I like it. You know, we saw him in spring training, but it's a different vibe down there. This Major League Stadium, you got 47,000 people. Doesn't seem overwhelmed. See the good fastball.
And it's got some late life to it.
Yeah, we saw that on the strikeout of Jonah Cox, that high fastball. But it's nice because, you know, talking to Gabriel a couple days ago in his interview, he was talking about, I'd asked him if his parents were going to be here. He goes, no, not tonight. So I'm glad they're here now. They, you know, that he wasn't used that first night, so they could be in attendance and watch it live and in person.
Broken bat, and this should get him off the field. It does. Nice play by Julian. So a couple singles, couple men left. 2 scoreless innings so far for Gabriel Hughes. All Rockies tonight. Everybody gets tacos. The Rockies have doubled up what was needed. They have 14 runs. Don't forget to go to your participating Colorado Taco Bell location tomorrow between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special. Lip Moss at Taco Bell. Bottom of the 8th inning. Kyle Caros up for the 5th plate appearance. He is 2 for 3 with a walk. He's going to face JT Brubaker.
I really thought they might throw a position player here, because you're looking at Gage, who threw 51 pitches, Ryan Walker, who threw 43 pitches. Both those guys aren't going to be available.
Pretty good effort by Ramos.
Real good effort. You know what I mean? Those guys aren't going to be available for a couple days now.
I was thinking the same way, that if you're Tony Vitello, you got 2 more here at Coors Field. Rockies are seeing the Giants 7 times in the next 10 days, including tonight prior to the All-Star break. With 4 games in San Francisco before the break. 1 ball, 1 strike on Caros.
They won't see Logan Webb because he'll pitch on Wednesday. The Rockies will still be in LA.
That's a 3rd hit tonight for Caros, and a long run. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Ramos couldn't get to it, and Caros is heading towards 3rd triple. 3rd triple of the night for the Rockies. 2nd triple on the season for Kyle Caros.
I think originally he said, you know, I got a nice little single to right field, and then he hit it 105 miles an hour. And so it just kept gathering steam as it's going to right center field. Ramos is playing closer to the line after that foul ball that he hit over there. Kyle says, okay, let's go. Let's see, 18th triple the Rockies have hit this year.
Tovar's had a big night, 3 for 4, including a 2-run homer. And there's got to be a pitch number too, I would think, for
Brubaker.
Well, in the mind of Tony Vitello, and then, okay, Brubaker, you throw this inning, but I mean, I don't think he's going to let him throw 20-some-odd pitches if it were to get out of control again. This is popped up to center field. Tagging at 3rd is Caros. Gilbert makes a catch. Here comes Kyle. Here comes the throw. Safe, got underneath it.
Well, dropped it again.
And the ball came loose. So Toby, with his 3rd ribby, is sac fly.
And I like this. You know, in this game, it's 14-3. You're like, oh, you know, they can hold them up. But no, this isn't at bat. This is an RBI. Look at the hug in that dugout because of it. You know, Toby's going, thank you. I don't get an at bat, but I get an RBI. Nice little sacrifice fly. You think this doesn't mean anything? Kyle diving head first into home.
You know, you get big teammate points.
I know. That's why you saw the hug from Toby to Kyle Karros in the dugout. Huge teammate points.
Also, because I know Kyle wants us to say this, Kyle runs a lot better than you may think.
But here's the hug. All right? Yeah, and let's go. They're all pulling for Toby. They know how hard it's been on him this year, and then what a night he's had.
That was awesome.
Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome, man.
Troy Johnston at the plate. Troy's got a 3-1 count. First AB for Troy tonight. Hitting for Jake McCarthy, who got tired.
Driving in all those runs or hitting the home runs? What, like?
Well, I don't know.
Well, the
run
4
a lot
hits.
tonight.
Yeah.
6 ribbies, 2 homers, grand slam, couple singles. That's pulled foul. So the Rockies with the 15th spot tonight. That's the most they've scored in a game at home. Yesterday was 14. Of course, they scored 23 against the A's in Las Vegas. Who could forget that? He's got a lot jam of outfielders right now. It's a good problem to have. And down in AAA rehab, he's Brenton Doyle. Brenton, earlier when I looked at, homered and doubled tonight.
Good for him because he had missed a few games after going down on a rehab. The sore groin.
Now Mickey Moniak comes up. Mickey is 2 for 4 with a walk. That's a long foul ball. That's into the Mountain Ranch Club.
It's into somebody's salad tonight. No, maybe this time it's dessert.
This time of night?
Yeah.
Jordan Beck also hit his 2nd home run.
Okay.
Moniak goes down, 2 outs.
If fans catch every moment this season with Rockies.tv, you can stream Rockies games at home or on the go for just $19.99 a month, subject to national exclusivities. So go online to Rockies.tv for details and start watching today.
If you wonder about Charlie Condon, 2 more hits tonight, 2 singles. Charlie 2 for 5. Fulford fouls it back.
Great to watch Charlie in the Futures game. Second time he's appeared in a Futures game.
Albuquerque won tonight in Round Rock 8-2. Fulford goes down, and that's all for the Rockies in the 8th. They pick up another run. Karros a triple, sac fly from Tovar. 15-3, 3 outs left.
Gabriel Hughes back out for his third inning of work and his big league debut coming up on the postgame show presented by UC Health. Man, do we have plenty to talk about. Another offensive outburst from Colorado, a good starting pitching job from Ryan Feltner, and a big league debut, you guys. So this is going to be a fun postgame show. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, you bet it will be. Christian Koss just came back to the big leagues a couple days ago, and Matt Chapman was placed on the IL with an abdominal strain. Did I say strange? Abdominal strain.
It's not a strain. It's just a strain.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tell you what Gabriel Hughes has an opportunity to get. I know the score is very lopsided, but assuming he gets 3 outs here, he'll get a save in his major league debut, because regardless of the score, if you pitch the last 3 innings, you're going to get a save. And this should be the first out.
We had that earlier this year in Las Vegas against the A's.
You're absolutely right. It was the debut of Iverson Castellano, and he threw the final 3 innings and got a save. That was a 23-run game, wasn't it?
Yes.
1 out. Bryce Eldridge at the plate. Bryce is 1 for 3 tonight. An RBI single back in the 4th. Breaking ball's fouled off. It's 0-1. Robbie Ray, Tomo Sugano tomorrow.
Well, hopefully they could do to Robbie Ray what they did to Logan Webb, because he's been just about as good as Webb has been in his last 4 or 5 starts. Sugano was pushed back a couple days, dealing with a little issue with his fingernail.
Three and 1 on Eldridge. Man, that's the first big league walk allowed by Hughes. I'm gonna bring up Victor Barracuda.
Let's just get a tidy double play and we'll shake hands.
No one's opposed to that.
No.
I think there's some people in the Giant side that's like, that's all right.
Yeah.
One and 2. Around baseball, the Rays won again.
That's their 75th win already this year, or some crazy number. Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
They beat Houston in Houston 3-1. This is potentially a double play. There's one on the first. There's your ball game. There's your first major league appearance for Hughes, and it results in a 3-inning save. All Colorado tonight. The Rock Show was rocking. 15 runs on 18 hits. Jake McCarthy leading the way. Solo homer, 2 singles, 1 drove in a run, and then the coup de grace grand slam for Jake. Feltner got the win. 6 innings, he struck out 9, allowed just 2 earned runs. Logan Webb, who was the pitcher of the month in the National League in June, suffered the loss. And again, Gabriel Hughes got the victory. A lot to talk about, a lot to do. Sellout crowd thrilled. The UC Health postgame show coming up next.